Hey girls, thank you for being here. Today I'm going to talk about 5 products that have helped me a lot with both Isaiah and Leo after bringing them home. Now, these are things that are not your common sense, like a car seat or diapers. You know, your typical things that you probably should already know you should have. The first one that I use every single day, all the time, are the muslin wraps. I bought these at Walmart. I use them for Leo because he's very jumpy. So whenever he's trying to sleep, if there's noise or something scares him, he like startles himself and either hits himself on the face or just is not good for him. It's also really good if your baby just gets really overwhelmed with everything around them, so they just like they're kind of shaky. It really helps calm him down. I use them all the time, every single day, all day basically. They're not expensive. I got 4 of them. You have to make sure that they're long enough though to wrap them really good, because you're gonna see some muslin wraps that are just short, and those are just too short to swaddle them. Second one, a coworker of mine gave me this, and when I first saw it I was like, ew, this looks so nasty. But it's a nose Frida, and this stuff helps you so much with taking boogers and mucus out of their nose, because when they're little they don't know how to blow their nose. Leo's nostrils are so tiny, and without this thing I would have suffered so much. And I add to this saline drops because you have to get that gunk kind of softened. And it looks kind of weird, but no, when you suck them out you actually don't end up eating the boogers, okay? It looks gross, but once you have a baby and you have to do this, you're very thankful that this thing was invented. And I use this as well almost every single day. Another one, which I actually didn't use this for Isaiah, and now I'm like, man, this probably could have saved me a lot. Baby bouncer. Leo practically sleeps on this thing all day. Again, because he gets startled really easily. If he happens to wake up with a noise and just can't go back to sleep, I easily just bounce him on this and he goes back to sleep. And he loves it because he likes to see things. He doesn't like laying down very much. So I use this all the time. Fourth one is the Aquaphor ointment, baby ointment for rashes. So in the beginning when I had Leo, he developed an awful rash. I used the butt paste and I also used Vaseline, but nothing helped. Now I did have to end up taking him to the doctor because of the rash, because it ended up being a yeast infection. So if your baby has a rash that just doesn't go away no matter what you do, take your baby to the doctor, because they're gonna end up telling you, you know, thank God I took him. Anyhow, but this stuff like is the only thing that alleviated it at least a little bit before I took him to the doctor, and it works so well because it's so easy to take off too, especially if your baby maybe has diarrhea and it hurts them, you know, for you, because the butt paste, the stuff that like Descatine, because it's so thick, you're not easily able to wipe it off. This stuff just comes off really easily, and it really does alleviate their rash in the time it says. And the 5th thing is the Happiest Baby on the Block book. So I got this book recommendation from a blog that I follow, A Cup of Joe, and she talked about books that have helped her with her kids, and this one was one that she recommended, and I am just so happy that I read it. The doctor talks about, again, the importance of swaddling your baby. Probably wouldn't have, you know, swaddled Leo, especially because he fights it so much in the beginning, but it helps him sleep so much better, and making him sleep better makes him happier, and makes him happier makes me happier, right? Because I don't have to be like, why are you crying? What's wrong with you? So this book, if you just had your baby and you really want to learn how to calm them down, this book just is a total game changer for me. I cannot recommend it enough. And if you Google this doctor, you're gonna see like things that he does. He's just, I don't know, he just has a gift. I learned about just how some babies are born being calm and that's why they don't cry, and some are just very easily stimulated by everything that's around them, and that's why maybe they tend more to cry. I think I also learned about colicky babies too. Oh, this is a huge thing in Mexico, right? That they tell new moms that if you carry your baby too much, you're going to embrasilarlo, which means that he's just gonna want your arms. But the doctor talks about how the first 4 months, that's impossible for a baby to just try to manipulate you. They don't know what that even means. Once they get older, yes, they can do that. But when they're babies, this is the only form of communication that they have with you. So when they cry, it's because something is wrong. It's not because they're trying to manipulate you to carry them. It's because there's something wrong with them. If you have family members that kind of tell you that, being from Mexico, you hear that all the time with people. It really gave me, I think, more peace of mind to know that people that judge you maybe carrying your baby too much, it gave me peace of mind of saying, well, you're not right. I read this book and it's from a doctor and you're not a doctor, so don't tell me what to do. But no, it just does help you because, you know, you feel bad. Your baby's crying all the time. You want to carry them. You don't know what to do. And then other people tell you, no, you shouldn't carry them. That's why they're crying. Read this book if you're going through that dilemma because it will help you learn a lot of things as well about that. So anyways, those are the 5 products that I highly recommend if you are thinking about what I need to get after my baby's home. You know, the other thing that I also think about is that don't buy anything until your baby's home. I mean, you have to have the car seat and you have to have diapers and wipes and onesies probably. But as you go through the process of having the baby, you will realize what you do need and what you don't need. But these are definitely 5 things that have helped me a lot and that I highly recommend if you're kind of in the dilemma of what are the things that I'm gonna need. So I hope this helps you a little bit, try to, you know, calm you down about maybe having a newborn or just seeing what things that you're gonna need. I'm breastfeeding Leo right now and I breastfed Isaiah. I'm gonna do a video also about breastfeeding, just the products as well that I definitely use of doing this. So I hope you enjoy this, and if you have any baby products that you think are a must-have for other people, please leave them in the comments below. It helps us all new moms, you know. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.